Welcome back to another edition of History in Your Own Backyard. I'm Satoli. Today I'm in Wood County, West Virginia, and I just exited the new Eaton Tunnel, which was built in 1963. It was built because there was another tunnel right in this area that collapsed. A little bit of background information about this tunnel and the former rail line. In the mid-1850s, the Northwestern Virginia Railroad built a 103-mile-long rail line from Grafton, West Virginia, to the Ohio River in Parkersburg, West Virginia. When the line was completed in May of 1857, it became known as the B O Parkersburg Branch. The line was abandoned in 1988 and then later purchased by the state of West Virginia. In 1991, the state began opening up segments of the former rail line, turning it into a recreational trail as it is today. Along this 103-mile-long line, there were 23 tunnels built, along with 52 bridges to limit curvature of the line and to keep the grade under 1.5%. In 1963, most of the tunnels along this line had to be, quote-unquote, transformed in order to accommodate the higher piggyback trailers and larger railroad boxcars. 5 tunnels were daylighted, which basically blasted off the roof of the tunnel. 3 tunnels were bypassed. 4 tunnels had their roofs raised. And 5 tunnels would have their floors lowered, which included tunnel number 21. Unfortunately, tragedy struck tunnel 21 during reconstruction. There was another tunnel right in this area that collapsed in the early 1960s, and this tunnel had to be built in order to bypass the one that collapsed. So today, we're going to try and find the old tunnel, or what remains of it. Stay tuned and we'll check it out. So it's supposed to be around here somewhere, and I think this trail might lead up to it. There's the tunnel. That was the west end of the new tunnel. So the old tunnel should be somewhere nearby. Let's see if we can find this thing. They don't put trails up in the middle of nowhere for no reason. Oh, whoa. Is that it? I think that's it. Right up ahead. I heard it was sealed. And I think, yeah, that's it. That's where the old tunnel came out. Ha! Boy, that was a quick and easy find. Let's get up there, see what we got. So, this tunnel, the old one here, was being rebuilt. Basically, it was being built a little bit larger to accommodate larger trains at the time. And during the process, it collapsed. And there were 2 men that were caught in the collapse. Both of them passed away, and one of the men's bodies had been retrieved through a rescue mission, but the other one they couldn't get to. And so they sealed the tunnel, and the one man is still in there. You can see here's some more of the wall. I guess if you wanted to climb down in there, you could. Let's not say we did. Why don't we put a light down there and see what we can find? Okay. So we got this light. Definitely a lot of cool air coming out of there. And I guess if you wanted to, you could climb down in there. Not me. You know, if it collapsed once, there's a possibility that there's some still some loose rock down in there. See, there's actually rail. There's another one up there. I guess to make sure that this rock wall stayed in place. I'm guessing this is probably the top of the tunnel. Now I checked out the east side and I couldn't find anything. I thought I figured out where it was coming out, but I really couldn't see where they sealed up that end of the tunnel. Although it looked like I found one of the walls of the tunnel. Not much to see here, but definitely a story. So then the line went on down through that way. Now, if I was here in the wintertime, I'm sure I could see a lot more. The vegetation definitely has this place pretty well covered up. How cool is this? You got these little cutouts so you can jump in there in case a train came through. So here we are in the tunnel. You got little cutouts where people could step out of the way if a train was coming by. There's another one. I've been on this trail for about an hour and I've only seen 2 people on bicycles come by. The tunnel itself is about 1,800 feet long, which is about 500 feet longer than a quarter of a mile, to give you some idea. It was built in 1963. There was a previous railroad right in this area that went through this hillside. And they needed to enlarge that tunnel and other tunnels along this route because the trains were getting bigger. So they were enlarging the one tunnel when there was a collapse on the workers. And they spent, I think, a month trying to get to the workers. I believe they saved one man, but the other one is entombed in the old tunnel that was bypassed. And this one was built in its place. I understand the work on this tunnel proceeded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until it was completed, because no trains obviously could use this route. They had to be rerouted on other lines throughout West Virginia, which cost a lot of money. There's a lot of graffiti in here. Big tunnel. Woo-woo. So anyway, here we are in about dead center of the tunnel. You can see at the end, it curves to the left. And the old tunnel that I told you about, we're going to cover that in a separate video. But we're just going to talk about the Eaton tunnel with this video. A little bit damp on the sides, but they did a heck of a job repurposing this for a bike pedestrian path. I haven't found any dead bodies in here yet, so I guess we're pretty safe. And then if you look up, you can see where they had electrical wires going through. Replaced, I guess, about every 20 feet. I just noticed that. How cool was that? There's a little Martian man. Lots of four-letter words in here. Lots of Martians in here too. There's another one. Hello. Great echoes. God, listen to that. I guess this would make a good bomb shelter, except for the fact the two ends are open. There's a lot of spray painting going on in this place. Jeez. Should open up a paint shop down at the corner. Make a killing. What the heck is that? That's different. We're almost to the end, another 200 feet, and still nobody. Boy, this got pretty much of a curve right at the end. It's pretty straight, and then all of a sudden it hooks a hard curve. Well, hard when it comes to railroad. But yeah, if you look up, you can see all those electrical connectors along the wall. here we are at the other end. We made it. We made it through the Eaton tunnel without dying. Thanks for watching another edition of History in Your Own Backyard. And remember, travel slowly and stop often. See you next time.